All right, good evening. Hey guys, what's up? It's Val over here, and I am excited to be hosting our call tonight. So, oh, Kamala, well, thank you. This is about 7 days of dry shampoo over here. So that's how the hair looks this good, okay? Taking tips from me, all right? I don't waste my time washing my hair, if that helps. So anyways, guys, I'm just excited to be here hosting our team call tonight. And I'm going to really just bring it with, maybe this will be a reminder for some of us about how to run successful challenge groups, how to really amp up our challenge groups. And then we have so many incredible new coaches joining our team that I just thought that it was time to bring it back to basics and really start from ground level, just to teach us all, hey, challenge groups are the bread and butter of our business. So we all need to be running our own challenge groups, knowing why they're important and all of the fun. This was where it started for me, and I'm sure probably for most of you, this is where it started. When I came into this business, I actually signed up as a coach and a challenger all in the same day. So I had never been a part of a challenge group. And I personally just started off, I just opened my own group. Like, I didn't know anything about this, but I didn't even want to be a part of my uplines group. Nothing against her. I was just like, nope, I need full accountability. So I want to learn how to do this and do it the right way. So I just want to instill this in all of you guys, and hopes in that you are, just teaching your coaches as you bring them on the simplicity, the fun, and the importance of why we need these challenge group and why we need them every month. Okay, so real quick, just a few announcements before we go ahead and dive into the meat of the call. Number one, you guys, like, the leaderboards are blowing my mind this year. Okay, the year 2020, my word is growth. I have it plastered all over my like sticky notes on in my office, on my goal board, just right in the middle. It says growth. Like, I chose this word back in December because I could just feel the energy rising. And I love that the quote, a rising tide rises, or the ships rise with a rising tide. And I just feel like this is just who we are as a whole of the entire Legacy United downline and team. And as we're like progressing, I'm just watching you guys and I'm like, wow, this is so incredible. So not only am I so proud of that, but guys, just so you know, the last 5 days alone as an entire Legacy United whole, we have recruited over 120 new coaches in 5 days. Like, this is incredible. So pat yourselves in the back. You guys are here, you're showing up, you're doing your job, which is getting results, showcasing them, onboarding your own teammates, and then hopefully just teaching them how to do all of this entire process, which is just so incredible. So pat on the back to you guys. I'm super pumped about this and just want to see it continue, right? We don't slow down. This is just when momentum and speed picks up. So I'm just going to encourage you guys to keep up the great work. And then, I mean, what better way to keep up the great work than 10 rounds? Okay, we're launching legit on the 9th is our when the free sample workout comes out. Okay, so write that down. We will have all of this in another call for you guys this week coming up. How to like have a huge 10 rounds launch, why it's all important, why it's that important and all that. But the 9th is the sample workout, and then March 16th is when we pre-launch and we can all get our package and all start the workouts and all of that. So I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited for this workout. Boxing and weightlifting together in 30 minutes a day with Joel, who is mighty fine, if I might say so myself, right? Like, pretty to look at, great weights. We've got this going on. So those are really just those couple announcements. And then bar, we still have $20 off of that challenge pack for the whole month. Okay, it was extended. So take note of that. I know so many people still are wanting that. So just wanted to keep those little announcements out there for you guys. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start the call. And we are just going to kick off and talk about challenge groups, okay? I am going to share my screen here. Give me just a second. Finding the little button here is never easy for me. All right. So how to spice up those challenge groups, and maybe you're someone who you never ran your own challenge group yet before. It doesn't matter what season of coaching you're in. I was actually talking with Jen earlier today, and I was like, oh my gosh, like sometimes I just forget how much fun challenge groups are, and I forget like the basics is really where it all matters, right? So sometimes it's fun to just spruce them up, spice them up, and just keep in mind, okay, we have to be enjoying the group. So a question that I get a lot is, Val, how do you keep challengers engaged? Or how do you get people to participate? How do you get people into your challenge group, right? We'll cover all of that throughout this call tonight. But ultimately, I want you guys to remember one thing and keep this in mind. If you're not participating in your own challenge group, and if you're not being the challenger, then why are your clients, your challengers, going to want to participate and be active and do the vital behaviors, right? The vital steps of getting results. So make them fun, get interactive. I personally, tonight, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to run Facebook groups, okay? I know that we have the Challenge Tracker app. You guys can go and research that in the FAQs if you want to do it through that. I've done them both ways. My personal favorite way to run challenge groups is on Facebook because I feel like I have a better connection with people. I love that I can go live in my challenge groups. I love that I have like poll options and little surveys and just ways. Those are ways that you can definitely interact with your customers, right? And just kind of be more present. So tonight will be all about Facebook. But continuously remembering that by making it fun and investing in your challengers, guys, that's when they are going to become your best coaches, okay? They need to know that they love the product and the program, okay? So I'm going to just go over this real quick, and then I'm going to switch over to Facebook and actually show you step by step exactly how to set up a Facebook group and all of it, okay? So how I plan my month, okay? We're just going to take it, but March is a little bit different because we do have a launch coming out, but in the norm, I always have my monthly game plan where I am setting up my challenge group to start on the third Monday of every month. And here's why, okay? I know that we need to advertise for a challenge group. I know that I usually have to advertise on my social media. I have to talk about it constantly on my stories. I have to be private messaging people, those invites and the follow-ups to get enough people into my challenge group. And when I say get enough people, my goal is always 3 to 5 people because I know that that will get me to Success Club. Okay, we want to hit Success Club every single month, and we know that we need 3 people to purchase their challenge packs in order for us to do that. So that's why my goal is usually Success Club 5 to 10 by the 15th. All right. So while I'm advertising, while I have a theme, while I have a game plan, I like to think of my game plan as, I'm going to give you guys an example. Okay. Think about a commercial, like for a season premiere of a show that's coming on. Okay. Or like the Grammy Awards. I always use the Grammys because, you know, they are advertising these commercials are on for like 2 months before the Grammys ever air. And they're advertising for different singers and different, they're literally trying to attract different audiences, different ages, different, you know, people of all ages and genders and everything. They're going to feature Carrie Underwood for one commercial, and then they're going to feature, you know, somebody else for another commercial, and then they're just reaching out to other people who really they want to have everyone air and tune into this commercial, right? Think of your challenge groups in that same way. You have to be in people's faces all the time for them to see you, for them to notice you. And then when you hit one of their pain points in a post, or, you know, when you're talking about what your story, your journey, then that's when someone's going to be like, oh, wait, let me think about what did Christy say in that last post? Let me go scroll through her social media because she's predictably consistent, which means you guys are posting consistently on social media 2 to 3 times a day on your, you know, your Instagram and your Facebook. And then you're using your stories consistently talking about what it is that you do in everyday life, right? Because you're a product of the product and you have a solution for the problem of the people who you are, you know, ultimately trying to attract and trying to get to see your information, okay? So you have to give them that reason that makes them want you as your coach. And they do, they want you as your coach, but they have to know that you're going to show up, okay? A few of my monthly game plan themes have been how to lose the last 10 pounds, mommy's on a mission, you know, just the love yourself boot camps, just really anything that is kind of like each month I just try to go into like a new theme, right? March Madness maybe for March, but these are just those simple little tactical steps that just get you thinking about the challenge groups then that you're going to be running, okay? And you have to really create and motivate and have that show up daily where you yourself know that no matter what, you're running a challenge group, okay? So I want you to understand too that you really need to set the tone for those expectations that you're setting once you get people into your challenge group, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over here to Facebook. I'm not sure, can you guys see my screen? Can you see my Facebook? Can you guys somebody give me a thumb up? I can't see faces. Okay, cool. So we're over here on Facebook. All right, I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly what I do whenever I open up my groups, okay? So I go over here and I click groups, create a group. All right, so name my group. So I'll say Rockin' Mom Bod Bootcamp. That's another one that I've used a lot. And I'll do 10 rounds. And then a tip here, if your spouse has a Facebook, well, Dara's getting added to this one, but if your spouse has a Facebook, I always add my husband because just in case if for some reason you get like locked out of your account or whatever, then you would be able to access it from someone else's account. Not that that's going to happen, but that's just a tip that someone told me once. So I always like to disclose that. Okay. So always get them added. And then here's your group. Okay. Super simple, right? Now you're going to want a fun banner for whatever your theme is, and you can use Canva. It's canva.com. There's an app for Canva too, or you can use PicMonkey. I like to use PicMonkey. That's computer-based. Took me forever to learn how to do it, but I would just sit there when I was like watching trash TV at nights in the beginning of my business with my laptop on my lap, and I would just play and figure out and watch YouTube tutorials on how to make fun images, okay? So we'll go over here and I'll see what banners I already have. All right. So once you create it, there you go. Just a banner and you can save that. All right. It's just kind of the simple steps that we're getting to. So you're creating the birthday party right now, right? This is what we talk about too. Inviting and challenge groups are just like a birthday party. You're getting them all set up, but you're going to have to invite people to them next. All right. So this is the simple steps of the group. Now I'll show you just how you can make it even easier by scheduling the posts out too, okay? So I always have a guide, and guys, this is for you guys too, okay? I know that I have guides in every team page in the file section. You can ask your upline about, you know, team-wide guides. It's not hard. You don't have to think about your own scripts or anything like that for your challenge groups. It's literally, I mean, they're already created. You can definitely make your own if you want to, but don't recreate the wheel. So here's one, love yourself or show yourself some love challenge, okay? Just a random script that I've had. That's like a 21-day challenge group guide. Okay, so I'll come over here and there's an image here. So I would just like take a screenshot of day 1 and copy that. And then I come back over here and I'll paste it, right? And I'll add the picture. And I'm not doing this for every day. I'm just giving you guys a quick little tutorial. Okay, so there you go, right? You have all that. Now let's say that your challenge group is starting next Monday. Okay, so you can just go ahead and pre-schedule Monday at, I usually schedule mine for like 4:30 a.m. and you hit schedule. then it's going to post on that day and it's all there. So all that you now have to do is make sure that you're showing up, you're posting your workouts, your sweaty selfies, you're doing all of the things within your challenge group, and you're literally in there. You can go in and you can go live, right? You can do a live video. You can, I create photo albums with my meal plans. I like to do fun little giveaways. I do, we do like gift parties because I totally love to like talk to people in these, you know, fun little gifts, whatever. You can do polls, just all these fun features that you guys have that I want you to make sure that you're just utilizing. Don't let the start stop you on starting your own challenge groups, okay? So that's kind of the gist on how to create the actual challenge group. Now going into it, okay? Everyone who is my challenger, I make sure that I am giving them the expectations right up front, okay? Sometimes I think that we get caught up in like being too pushy or asking personal questions or feeling like, well, what if they get offended by me asking them how much weight they want to lose? Like these were things that I thought of way back in the day whenever I first started, which made me not get as many customers as I really wanted because I was so timid that they could feel that, okay? When you're up front with someone, and think about this, when you are, if it were you, would you be more likely to put trust in someone who is asking you the hard questions, right? Like, hey, Jen, I'm really going to expect you to send me your measurements before we start the group. I'm going to expect that you send me before pictures, your starting weight, you know, and I'm going to ask you each week to send me your meal plans too, because here are your goals that you've told me that you want to reach. And the only way that I can hold you accountable is by you taking the first step and you being in charge of your you know, results that you want to get. So I need to see this to keep you on track, right? There's Coach A who says it like that. Or are you Coach B who's like, I mean, you can send me your measurements, that'd be good. But I mean, if you don't want to, I totally, like, I understand. Yeah, you can drink your Shakeology, but I mean, I get it if you don't want to. I get it if it's like too expensive or whatever. Who would you go with, right? Think about that. I need you guys to understand that the quicker you can create that belief in yourself and that quicker that you trust this entire process and you're like, heck yeah, I'm an awesome coach. Heck yes, Sally down the street wants me to be her coach because I am awesome. They're going to feel that energy and they're going to be attracted to you. And then as you continue and you progress in this, the more you act like a top coach, you're going to become a top coach. The more you act like, oh, Success Club is such a breeze to hit every single month. I'm hitting Success Club 5 by the 5th every single month because my challenge groups rock, because I am awesome, because I am getting my people results, and I'm right there in the trenches with them. As you're showcasing that and you're teaching them this and you're putting that out up front, they're going to respect you. They're going to buy whatever you're requiring, I promise you guys, and they're going to really love the whole process that you're going to take them through, okay? Excuse me. Even taking it down to, you know, sometimes we'll get like, oh, I don't know if I should tell them what workout program to do or just let them pick. I get like that sometimes too. But if I am saying I am having a 21-day fix specific program, we are starting on March 9th and we're going all the way through whatever the 30th, whenever the 21 days is. All of us are starting and ending on the same day. People want that. They want you to be like telling them what to do, okay? You know, it's just that I know that for me, when I'm starting something new or I'm kind of confused or I really want to change in some way, I want to do exactly what the person who inspires me is doing, exactly what is working for someone else. If I'm seeing a girl who's putting her transformation posts up, who's a product of the product, and she's like, I just did 21-day fix and, you know, core to force back to back, and these are my results over the last 60 days. I'm going to be like, all right, Kelsey, I see you. What did you eat every single day when you did that program? What time did you work out? What supplements were you drinking? And what time did you drink water? Like, I want to know exactly step by step what they've done. I want them to boss me. I want them to tell me what to do so I can get those same kind of results. Okay, so that's what our challengers are looking for. in these challenge groups, okay? So I want you to empower the crap out of your challengers with participation. I love the non-scale victory days. That's whenever I think that I have the most participation in my challenge groups, because we're women and nobody really likes to scale until it's showing us a smaller number, right? We don't like to see the fluctuation a lot of times, but it's part of the process. So you get to talk with them about that. Scale victories, water challenges, live videos, like you guys can kind of read through these, but these are the fun things. Do quizzes. It doesn't all have to be fitness based, right? We talk about, hey, it's Friday, what cocktail are we drinking, right? What healthy cocktail recipes are we going to have? Mom's night out, woohoo, like what are you guys wearing? What's your cute outfits? Like I talk to my challengers about life, right? Because ultimately we're doing life together in these groups, and I'm grooming them to see who my people are, who are participating, who will be great coaches on my team. And I like to assign them, like each coach, like a day of the week. So Diana, I'll be like, hey Diana, oh my gosh, you're participating, you're doing awesome. Do you realize you're like doing my job and you're not even a coach yet? Would you mind taking like Tuesday's post for me? Right. So then on Tuesday, I wouldn't have Tuesday's post scheduled. I would give it to Diana. I would send it to her. I'd like literally copy and paste. And I'd be like, okay, here's the post for Tuesday. If you could post it like as soon as you wake up in the morning, that would be awesome. And here's a picture to post with it. That would really help me out. And then guess what? She's going to do it. And she's going to be like, oh, wait, this is like the easiest thing ever. And it's kind of cool because now people are going to comment on the posts that I made. So those are little ideas for you guys to really be able to amp up these challenge groups, okay? Next question that I get. How do you track the people that are in your challenge groups, right? So I use Google Docs for everything. I use spreadsheets. I use it for tracking. So this is just kind of a random picture that I found, but this is so what I would do. So it would be the email, social media platform, you know, kind of just this little tracking thing. But I would say, okay, what group? 21-day fix challenge pack. We're in the 21-day fix group. It's going to start, it's on March 9th. So I would just make little notes about that, okay? Yes, I use notebooks too, but this is just something really easy because then whenever I need to go send them an email, or maybe I do a weekly meal plan that I'll send out, I just copy and paste the whole email list of everyone who is in whichever group that I'm currently running. And then I like to just keep them all in a tracker. So I'll know, okay, February group is here. Here's my February tracker. March, here's my March tracker. April tracker. And I'm going to tell you guys, I typically only have probably like 5 to 10 people average, like new people in my challenge groups, okay? I am the girl who likes to hit Success Club 10 to 20 each month, which is 5 to 10 people, okay? That's how I've ran my business for 6.5 years. My first challenge group, I literally had 4, maybe 6 people in my challenge group. I know my mom and my mother-in-law were 2 of them. And then just a few people who I built some trust with on social media. And it took me a solid 3 weeks to get those, you know, Success Club 8 was what I had my first month as in my business. Okay. So that meant I signed up 4 people with a challenge pack. So I had 4 people plus my mom and my mother-in-law in that group. I can still remember that group like no other. And those people are still my customers. One of them is a coach on my team, and she has been with me this entire time. She was my first challenge pack sale, okay? So I need you guys to understand, it's really just the community that you're building and that whole golden rule of treating other people how you want to be treated. Don't think, oh my gosh, I don't have, you know, 9 gazillion people in a group. That's good. You know what? Do you, and don't worry about how many or how little you have. You need to be the leader. You guys need to step up to the plate and take charge of running your group so your people immediately see, oh, wow, she's a rock star coach, and I can't wait to join her team. That's the ultimate mission, is to get people results because they're going to fall in love, and then teach them how to get their Shakeology for free as a coach, and then start to build a business if that's what they're interested in, right? So just kind of keeping that all, you know, under wraps. And then just really, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory here, guys. Changing the belief first. you have to believe in what it is that we're doing. You have to believe that the challenge groups work. I will tell you, whenever I came into this business, I literally the first day was like, what is a challenge group? Wait, I need to run this thing called a challenge group and actually post every single day for people to like check in. Like, what is this? I couldn't wrap my brain around this whole how a challenge group works. And for me, the workout part, it came kind of easy because I've always kind of worked out my whole life, never really consistently, but I still didn't find it difficult to push play. Now, the meal plans and the food and actually getting results, that's the accountability that I needed. And that's where I was like, well, heck, that's what my people are going to need. They're going to need to believe in this first. I didn't believe in Shakeology whenever I first came in. I thought that I was getting a bag of powder until week 2 or 3. And I was like, holy crap, I'm not super tired at 3 p.m. anymore. I'm not craving the cookies in the cabinet anymore. I'm not feeling bloated. My headaches are gone. I'm sorry, I just started to think of all of these things and I was like, wow, I guess this stuff really is working. So the belief is what has to come first. And then actions, it's just a natural progression. Then the action of you, yourself as the coach, as the leader, your challengers as the challengers, then stepping up and doing what they're supposed to do in the challenge group, it all starts to work together as a well-oiled machine. Okay, so these are just a few posts that I've taken from some of my challenge groups. I literally just make it fun. And I just tell them what I'm doing every single day, okay? Then here we go. Challengers, obviously, I've already talked about it. The coaching opportunity. I find ways probably almost daily to post in my challenge group something about coaching, something about like a little tweak, a little, oh my gosh, like I love that I am home to get my kids off the bus because coaching has made that possible. I talk about how I get my Shakeology for free all the time because you guys know, your first 2 challenge packs, you're paying already for yourself back for your Shakeology, right? $100 for 2 challenge packs, right? You want $150, go sell 3 challenge packs. That's just the name of the game. So I talk in little ways about how coaching keeps me 100% accountable. If I weren't a coach, there's no way that I would be up at 5 a.m. every single day making myself push play. Like I find these little ways to introduce these things into my challenge groups. That way, then, whenever I'm inviting to coaching and I'm sending them those private messages, it's just that next step. I'm going to say, hey, I think you'd make a really awesome coach because you're already doing what I do. You're already posting in the challenge groups. You're already doing the things. Why not help a few people each month do it exactly what you're doing to get them on board and to get them interested, right? All that this is encouragement. All that this job is believing in someone else before they probably ever believe in themselves. Because that is the one thing that I can look back on over my coaching career to think, wow, when I first came in, I had zero belief in myself at all. My coach saw something in me to send me an invite. My coach saw something in me to continue to, remind me to show up, to continue to remind me that it was, what I wanted was to make this successful because it starts with me as the person getting the results and running these challenge groups every single month, right? Because it's so true what they say. Without a coach, people will never reach their maximum capabilities. I am proof of that because I was the quitter, the starter, and the quitter my entire life pre-Beachbody. And then all of a sudden, I enter Beachbody, enter coaching, and I'm like, well, crap, I can't not post on social media. Well, crap, I have to show up every single day. Well, crap, I have to get results. I can't let myself go because people are watching me. That is ultimately how we run successful challenge groups. And we as leaders are expected, like you're expected, I'm gonna stop my screen share, to be running challenge groups every single month. It's just the process of it all, okay? So those invites that you're sending out, the trackers that you're doing, all the invites, I mean, we have, the documents, everything with all of the invite scripts, the objections, overcoming objections, everything for you. I'm not gonna go into that on this call tonight. it all matters. So I'm hoping that this helped you guys. And I'm hoping that the recording gets in the hands of people who definitely like need to feel a little bit more confident, need to see how simple the steps are in running the challenge groups. And then ultimately just knowing that this is the whole process, right? We as coaches, we deliver, we teach our coaches how to run successful challenge groups, and then it just continues to duplicate down the line. Anybody have any questions or comments or anything? I'm going to read through over here. Yeah, Jen, the relationships are everything. This is a relationship business, you guys. Like, that's just it. I can't say it enough. I love so much to see people succeed in their weight loss and their confidence in their business and all of it. But it all kind of comes hand in hand, but it's really, really cool. And you'll see, like, thinking back, you guys have started as a coach 6.5 years ago. 6.5 years ago. And I just had this cool idea as, okay, I'm just going to like post on social media every morning at whenever I got up, my little like accountability, motivation post, whatever. And if I could help one person maybe not hit the snooze button that morning or get up and do something for themselves, that was going to be cool for me. Then I thought, well, I'm going to share what I'm eating on social media, my meal plan. Maybe it'll help a mom who's running to the grocery store midday on her lunch break be able to grab a healthier dinner idea to go home and cook for her family. So I started to kind of like put that out there, and people responded. And then I thought, well, wouldn't it be really cool? Like, I was in the season where I was trying to lose 10 pounds. Like, you know, we always call it the last 10 pounds. That was one of my very first challenge groups, was lose the last 10 pounds. Because what most women in my, you know, stage of life 6.5 years ago, you know, we were in the baby stages where we were having babies and really just wanted to get that last fluff off, right? So then that theme idea started to come to fruition, where it was like, whoa, let's make this fun, right? Let's do some fun things. I went on Pinterest and I would look up fun quotes, and I would look up pictures, and I would look up fun banners. And that's whenever I just started to really look at every challenge group as if I was opening. It was like the opening premiere of the next TV show that I wanted to watch, and I would treat it that way. And I would know, here's another big tip for you guys. Have your social media where it's so predictable that people know on Monday it's going to be some kind of like a motivational post that you're doing, right? On Tuesday, you are doing Transformation Tuesday of yourself or some of your customers or of people on our team. You guys, like, we share transformations all the time. Use them. Use our transformations. It's what we're all about, right? Transformation Tuesdays. Do like water challenge Wednesdays. Like, have something every single day of the week where people are going to know, all right, Diana, I see you. I know on Wednesday we're going to be doing that water challenge. Or, you know, I know on Thursday it's going to be something. I would always do like Thankful Thursday is what I would call it. And that was whenever I would pump out the vision for what I was working towards. It would be where I would be celebrating Thursdays are paydays. I know I wasn't out there I made $57 this week, you know. I would be more like, oh my gosh, my husband and I were just able to put an extra payment onto our car note this month. Or I'm just so thankful for this because it's kept me on track and it's kept me accountable. I've walked my social media through this entire process of where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna call on Jen like I'm the teacher today. But how it was just the other day, she's like, oh my gosh, look what I posted 2 years ago. And it was literally a post that she had done 2 years. It was her on this day, where she was talking about her vision of, you know, her dream house, what it looked like, the neighborhood that it was in. She wants to be home with her future babies, being able to take them on walks and feed the ducks. Like, I do not get emotional that much. I swear, when I'm on these calls and about to wrap stuff up, I start to get all emotional because guess what? She's living what her vision was 2 years ago. She's feeding the ducks every morning with her little boy, right? She is living in her dream house. Everything that she painted is her life now. And I'm like, wow, because we literally take the first steps. It starts with us. And It started with me deciding to post on social media some helpful tips. And then, well, wouldn't it be cool if I go Emerald? Wouldn't it be cool if I do a challenge group every single month? Wouldn't it be really cool if I rank advance and start to get residual income? Well, wouldn't it be cool if I start to pay down some of this debt that my husband and I were in? Like, I can keep going over and over, but I won't. But it's just, this is what challenge groups provide for us. This is why they're so important. Because if you're not helping people get results and teaching them to become lifers, you won't have customers, you won't have lifers, you won't have coaches, you won't have a team, and you won't have an income. Like, that's the basis and the bottom line for it, okay? And last but not least, as I wrap this up, guys, you have to understand that challenge packs are everything for a challenge group. You cannot just be letting people in for free all the time, because if they would go to Planet Fitness and be like, oh, hey, can I just work out here for free because I don't really like have the money this month? They're not going to say, sure, just hop on the elliptical. They're going to say, no, friend, you've got to go and you got to pay. Okay? So be firmly planted. And yes, you need a challenge pack. That's the only way that you're going to get results. You're seeing what I'm showcasing. You're seeing what I'm posting. You're seeing me. I'm drinking Shakeology. I'm using Performance Line. I'm doing this program. I'm checking with my challenge groups. I'm providing meal plans. Like, talk about what you've got, girl. Like, you have all this to add and all this value for them. They would have to be paying a lot more for a personal trainer. So don't be giving up your time and your energy and your groups for people who don't want to buy the challenge pack. Because when you put the importance on it and you tell them it's required, they're not going to second guess it. They're going to be like, okay, I got this. All right. So, bam. Got it. All right. Kamala said this is her weak spot she's been trying to improve on. So thank you. Yes. Good. I'm so glad, you guys. Another thing I wanted to mention, that if you're doing like giveaways and stuff, something that is fun that I used to do all the time, and I need to get back to doing it because it was fun, is like the Wheel of Fortune thing. So you can go on and Google, I think it's called like Wheel of Names or something. So like all of your challengers who check in for the week or, you know, post their sweaty selfie every day, you can just enter their names into that little wheel, and then you can go live or show them or whatever, like a little Wheel of Fortune. So who's going to win a prize this week, right? Maybe it lands on Kelsey and she gets to see her name being drawn. Like, that makes them excited. So get them excited. Send them a packet of Energize. Let them start to try that stuff, right? This is where that extra stock in your house comes in handy. Okay, send them a sampler pack, $16, I think. So they can sample Performance Line. Always be thinking, forward thinking. What can I give them to make them want to buy more product and fall in love with the next thing that we have as coaches in our arsenal of our toolbox, okay? When you do the work and bring the dream to life, anything is possible. Yep. All right. Well, any more questions? I feel like this was a very successful call. I hope that you guys did too. I want everybody to grab your phone and we're going to do a fun little boomerang, because this is going to be all of our Instagram stories, right? I want everybody to tag me. I want this to be super fun, and we're going to rock our challenge groups this month. Ready? Go. I love us. All right, guys, we will see you back here next Monday for our team call, and I hope you all have a blessed and amazing week. Bye, guys.